Yesterday, we made a trip to Punxsutawney to visit Pennsylvania's favorite groundhog for his 131st prognostication. Happy Groundhog Day! According to insiders, Punxsutawney Phil gets his longevity from drinking the elixir of life, a secret recipe. Phil takes one sip every summer at the Groundhog picnic, and it magically gives him 7 more years of life. On February 2nd every year, Phil comes out of his burrow on Gobbler's Knob in front of thousands of followers from all over the world to predict the weather for the rest of the winter. No, Phil's forecasts are not made in advance by the inner circle. After Phil emerges from his burrow on February 2nd, he speaks to the Groundhog Club president in Groundhogese, a language only understood by the current president of the inner circle. Seeing his shadow equals 6 more weeks of winter. No shadow means spring is right around the corner.
Hear ye, hear ye, hear ye. Now this 2nd day of February 2017, the 131st annual trek of the Punxsutawney Groundhog Club before one of the largest crowds in the history of the Groundhog Day. Punxsutawney Phil, the seer of seers, prognosticator of all prognosticators, was awakened from his burrow to the cheers of his thousands of faithful followers. In Groundhogese, he directed the president and the inner circle to his prediction scroll, which reads, "At Gobbler's Knob on Groundhog Day, we celebrate a worldwide holiday. It's mighty cold weather you've been braving. Is it winter or is it summer you're craving? Since we've been up all night and starting to toddle, I, Punxsy Phil, shall not dawdle. My faithful followers, I clearly see a perfect, clear shadow of me. 6 more weeks of winter."
Well, Phil saw his shadow. Oh no, Phil. Well, I guess it's okay. We have lots of cute sweaters and hoodies to wear still. While we are on the subject of animal love, we were invited to Pittsburgh's Animal Rescue League Moving Day. The organization moved from its shelter in Larimer to a new, larger location less than half a mile down the road in Homewood, and in celebration invited the public to watch a moving of the animals parade. Staff and volunteers walked the adoptable animals to their new home, along with shelter mascots, animal control, and local politicians. Allegheny County Executive Rich Fitzgerald, Mayor Bill Peduto, and Pittsburgh City Council members Dan Gilman and Corey O'Connor attended. After the parade, a ribbon-cutting ceremony for the new shelter was conducted by Mayor Peduto. Attendees were invited inside for the animal-themed celebration, cake, and meet and greets with the animals. Animal Friends wasn't the only one getting a new home. Last Friday, a naturalization ceremony was held at the Heinz History Center to welcome new citizens, presented in partnership with the United States Citizenship and Immigration Services.
From afar to build a better life for themselves and their families. It's the same reason we come today, and it's wonderful that we found common purpose, common values here in the United States today.
Mexico.
The ceremony at the History Center welcomed 51 new American citizens from 31 countries.
Philippines, Saudi Arabia, Somalia, South Korea.
Bear true faith and allegiance to the same. That I will bear arms on behalf of the United States, when required by the law.
Congratulations and welcome.
Sumana Chapi.
From naturalization ceremony to training camp, anyone new to the city will quickly learn that Pittsburgh loves its sports. The Western Pennsylvania Sports Museum, located inside of the Heinz History Center, challenged everyone to flex their muscles and brains at the 5th annual NFL Play 60 training camp, presented by Dick's Sporting Goods in partnership with the Pittsburgh Steelers. Parents and children of all ages enjoyed 5 floors of fun football-related activities.
I got a little. Checking to see who dropped. Get up, put your butt up.
Let's do a little clap for Steelers. Very good. So our judges over here, come on out here. Oh yeah. It's like a stiff arm. Very nice. Ava. Let's take Ava's now. Great job, Ava. It's gone yet. So you haven't gone yet. Right here. Let's get in here. Let's see what you got. Very good. Come on. Who hasn't gone yet? Say your name. Tyler.
Another lesson newcomers quickly realize is Pittsburgh loves its cultural district and performances. Tuesday night, we got to take in Broadway's big fat hit, Something Rotten, at the Benedum Center. The musical comedy takes place in 1595, with Nick and Nigel Bottom in desperation mode to write a hit play. They turn to a soothsayer for advice and try their luck at the world's first musical. Then on Wednesday, we were invited to head backstage for a tour led by production stage manager Jeff Norman and actor Ian Campano, a swing in the production and a Pittsburgh native. Jeff and Ian took us through the stage door and onto the Benedum Center stage to show us what the actors see that the audience never does. We got to see stage markings, props, costumes, set pieces, and even a few surprises. You'd have to see the show to find out. Spoilers, we don't want to give it away.
Yeah, and this is just always so great. I don't know if you've been up on a stage before to look out, but it's one of the special things that we get to witness as actors is just seeing an empty theater and then at night seeing it filled with your audience members, knowing that you're going to give them something special and they're about to witness something special as well.
Every show is a bit similar, but they all are so unique, and it's kind of, for me, it's amazing to work on a new show that nobody really knows about. And I kind of like the fact that it's like a hidden gem, that when people come and see it, they're going to be blown away by it with the uncertain expectations. You know, like a lot of musicals that have opened up, they're so, you know, a hard ticket to get, and you kind of have high expectations. With this one, nobody knows what to expect when they come, and so far, those expectations have been far surpassed. And it's just the amazing reaction that we get from that. You know, it's unique when you see a lot of people at a stage door that, you know, you've kind of touched a life in some way. And, you know, everybody just needs to laugh at some point and just to get away and escape. And I think this show does that for a couple hours. So it's really kind of cool to do.
And then there was another sport-related event. Pittsburgh pairs up sports wherever it can. A much anticipated player-attended event, the Aces and Ice Casino Night transformed the floor of PPG Paints Arena into a lively casino. Members of the 2016-2017 Pittsburgh Penguins acted as celebrity dealers, and fans had a unique opportunity to interact with their favorite players. The PPG Paints Arena floor was transformed into the Mad Hatter's Tea Party, straight out of Alice's Wonderland, complete with live entertainment, casino games, and refreshments. It was a night no one will soon forget. Guests were encouraged to wear their best hat, one that would rival the Mad Hatter himself. The curiouser the better. Proceeds benefit Mario Lemieux Foundation, Cystic Fibrosis Foundation, and Pittsburgh Penguins Foundation.
Not this round, I guess. 17.
Simon Archer is down.
14, too many. Too many.
Hey, Dad!
I
didn't name
roll the dice here. The first stack is much higher than that before you.
And there is.
Yeah, all of them we all get paid.
The 5th is Monarch Day. Wait until you see what we are doing. Check out our snaps and Insta stories to tag along. And don't forget to check back next Friday at 8 for more behind the scene at Social Butterfly Mgagazine for highlights from the 10th annual Canines and Cupids at PNC Park, Make Night 21 Plus at the Children's Museum, and Pittsburgh Ballet Theater's dress rehearsal for Alice in Wonderland, which we cannot wait for. We'll take you along with us. The 7th is Ballet Day. Happy to all the dancers out there. With a special shout out to everyone at PBT. Stay tuned for all that coming up. Social with us daily across platforms.